Hey guys, this is Rupesh from Beebom.com, and this right here is the latest power bank. The latest smartphone from Samsung, the Galaxy M51. And this has to be one of the most exciting Samsung mid-ranges I have ever used. And honestly, there are three reasons for that. Number one, the obvious, the quite insane, the humongous, never heard before 7000 mAh battery on a smartphone, which I did a few cool tests on, so make sure to watch the full video. Number two is the fact that this is a phone that's powered by a Snapdragon chipset. And number three is the fact that it brings all of the other great Samsung features that we kind of expect in a Samsung phone. So yeah, the Galaxy M51 is quite an interesting smartphone. So let's check out everything that it brings. So first up, let's check out the box. So in the box, you get the charging adapter, the USB-C cable, and that's it. Samsung has skipped the case and the earphones here. Anyway, so this is the new Galaxy M51, and I know it kind of looks like your usual Samsung smartphone with the glass stick back design we've seen in quite a few phones. The usual buttons along with the side-mounted fingerprint scanner similar to the one in the M31s, the usual ports and single speaker on the bottom, and the dual SIM plus dedicated micro SD slot. So yeah, it seems like your usual Samsung smartphone, but it's not. This is a phone that packs in that insane battery. I remember when Samsung launched the Galaxy M30 with a 5000 mAh battery, I was like, wow, that is good. And then Samsung went ahead and launched the Galaxy M31 with a big 6000 mAh battery, and it was awesome. Even today 6000 mAh batteries in phones is pretty rare, and now Samsung has done something I wasn't really expecting, at least so soon. It has launched the Galaxy M51 with a 7000 mAh battery. It's crazy, and no other phone even comes close. So let's talk about what you can actually do with this big battery. Now, it's set to last more than 2 days on a single charge on continuous usage, and I kind of believe that, but I also did a few of my tests. So I did a gaming test first. I played COD Mobile's Battle Royale mode for 1 hour on the Galaxy M51 with the graphics set to very high and the frame rate set to very high. I also set the brightness to max because I want to take full toll of this battery. So after 1 hour of gameplay, the phone just lost 11%. Yeah, just 11%. That is amazing. To put things into perspective, the Poco X2 with a 4500 mAh battery but the same 730G chipset loses 23% battery in an hour on the same settings. So you kind of get an idea of the difference this bigger battery makes. Anyway, so gaming obviously drains the battery, but I also did a video playback test. So I was watching the England versus Australia game the other night, and I noted the battery drain, which was very nominal. See, I watched the game for 2 hours and the battery drain was just 9%. Yep, just 9% in 2 hours. So the 7000 mAh battery should be good, quite obviously. But I also like the fact that you can actually use this phone as a power bank because, hey, it makes sense. See, the phone has the wired power share feature, so you can use the USB-C to USB-C cable in the box to charge other devices using the Galaxy M51. I also like the fact that Samsung has put in a 25-watt fast charger with the M51, the same charger that you get with the Samsung flagships. And this charger takes the phone from 10 to 100% in just 1 hour 50 minutes, which is great considering the massive battery size. So the battery performance is great, but I'm sure you're wondering, with that huge battery it packs, is the Galaxy M51 a crazy, humongous phone? Well, honestly, I was wondering that before I, got hands on the phone, and well, it's not a crazy, humongous phone. It's not a very small or very compact smartphone, but it's not crazy big or too hefty either, as you can see. It weighs 213 grams, which is fine for a phone that packs in that big battery. Anyway, so that was the battery. Now, like I mentioned at the start, this also comes with a Snapdragon chipset in tow. So there's the Snapdragon 730G to be exact, along with up to 8GB RAM and 128GB storage, and this should result in reliable performance. See, I've only had the phone for 3 days so far, but I've used it a lot to test out the battery, and I've noticed that 730G performs really well here. The usual tasks work out fine obviously, but it was nice to see the phone handle gaming well. As I mentioned above, I played COD Mobile at very high graphics, very high frame rates, and the gameplay experience was very good. Now, obviously a longer run with the phone will give us a better idea of the performance here, but so far it's been positive. Now, apart from that, when it comes to software, there's One UI 2.1 on board on top of Android 10, and it's got all the great One UI features. As for the pre-installed apps, there are a few Microsoft apps that you can uninstall. There are also these apps, and as you can see, there are quite a number of them, but you can uninstall every single one of them, so that's good. Now, apart from the massive battery and the Snapdragon chipset, there's also this really nice display. This is a 6.7-inch Super AMOLED Plus display in an Infinity O design, and this is a very good looking display. It's very bright and it looks crisp and vibrant, and just watching anything on it looks great. Now another area where the Galaxy M51 seems promising is on the camera front. So you get the quad camera setup on the back featuring the 64 megapixel IMX682 primary camera, a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, a 5 megapixel macro lens, and a 5 megapixel depth sensor. So this seems like a very capable quad camera setup, and as you can see from the photos that I've taken, they look good with nice details and good overall exposure. I mean, the IMX682 sensor on the M31s does very well, so I'm hoping for the same with the M51. Now along with the main camera, I also took a few pictures with the ultra wide angle lens, but they were pretty good with some really good colors, and yeah, I like it so far. Now apart from that, there are all the other cool camera features you see in Samsung phones like single take, night hyperlapse, super steady mode, and more. As for the front camera, here are some selfies from the 32 megapixel camera, and they look good enough. Well, that was pretty much everything about the new Galaxy M51, and obviously the biggest highlight of this phone is the 7000 mAh battery. I mean, I really hope that this starts a trend of more and more phones packing in massive batteries so that we no longer require power banks. Anyway, the Galaxy M31 is not only about the 7000 mAh battery. It seems like a pretty well-rounded phone with the Snapdragon 730G chipset, the 64 megapixel camera setup, the Super AMOLED display, and the 25-watt fast charging. Now coming to the pricing, the 6GB 128GB variant of the M51 has been priced at Rs 24,999, and there's also a nice 2,000 rupees instant cashback on HDFC cards on Amazon for the first 3 days. Anyway, this is the price I was expecting for the Galaxy M51 because there's also the M31s which starts at around 20k. So yeah, what do you think of the new Galaxy M51? Its massive 7000 mAh battery? Tell us in the comment section below. Also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and yeah, share this video with your friends. Lastly, subscribe to our channel for more amazing tech videos. Well, that's me signing off. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.